Well, hello there, Virgo. It is so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we are doing your August general tarot reading. So we'll take a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards, and then we'll move to the tarot for more details. And if you're enjoying the content that I create, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider like, commenting, or subscribing. I really do appreciate all of your support. Okay, so let's see what you have here. Your animal spirit. Bee spirit, sweet results await. Really interesting because Taurus had the same card. So let's see where this goes. There's went off on quite the tangent. If you're oh my goodness, I think they had the same one too. Really interesting. So now I'm really intrigued because the air signs all had extremely similar readings. And now Capricorn's was a little bit different. Or maybe they had the here and now. I'm only saying that because Virgo, one of the interesting things, you're my last zodiac reading for this week, for this series. One of the interesting things is that you have shown up in every single one of my other readings. So I'm kind of wondering how, I really was kind of curious about how your reading was going to go because your energy, the Virgo energy, was really strong, especially in the air sign readings. So really just a different type of energy this week. Okay, so now that I'm thinking about it, Capricorn had here and now, and Taurus had the bee spirit. You're combining. Wow, 5 of Cups on the bottom. Yeah, I feel like you're walking a new path. Something has been disappointing and you're walking towards your happiness. May have something to do with a creative project, business, idea that you have, but the fear that you won't be able to achieve this. I mean, the fear is there, and then there's all this beautiful energy. The fear card has been coming out a lot this week, too. You know, we have Chiron has gone retrograde. Chiron is our wounded healer energy. And I feel like the fears are, you know, helping us to understand what we still may need to heal. So here is your present energy. You have decrease and the 7 of Swords. There's something in your life that at this time is causing you a lot of depletion. Depletion of energy, depletion of time, depletion of love, depletion of finances. There's some of this energy. And with the 7 of Swords, there's an energy of either betraying yourself, you know, like self-sabotaging yourself. Or it could be that you feel other people are sabotaging you, causing you this, you know, difficult energy. Because it's almost as if you have some of the saddest cards in the deck, or the sad energy cards, and then you also have some of the happiest. So I wonder, are you, you know, kind of going back and forth about something? But here you have here and now. It's about being present, accepting a situation perhaps for the way it is, and then looking closely at how to proceed. Yeah. Wow. Taking action. You're trying to create something. Bring something, you know, this creative endeavor. I really get a sense that you're trying to create something. Create a business, create a new relationship. There's a sense of being passionate about something. I feel like you're really passionate about something new. okay, because it's an Ace of Wands. Passionate about something that maybe can bring you financial security, stability, independence, with the Nine of Pentacles, wanting to, taking action on it. But it's coming, this is interesting because it's a little bit like Capricorn's energy of, it's coming out of a sense of lack, not necessarily a sense of happiness or wanting or desire. It's almost as if you are taking action based on something that you are worried about or have lost, instead of something that you're really and truly trying to bring into your life. So your obstacle at this time is that I feel like you're trying to run away from an ending. There's something here that you may have some type of an ending in your life, ending a relationship, ending a career, ending a business, ending a home. You've lived in a certain home, now you're moving to a new home or a new city. It could even be ending, like you've moved from the corporate world into this world of working for yourself. There's the obstacle that you have here is that you can't start the new. You're trying to start the new, but you have to kind of like clear out the energy of this old. You have to, with the travel card, distance yourself. For some of you, you may have been trying to move away from a certain ending, like not really wanting this ending. Like the ending is bringing you sadness. And that is so common, sometimes even if it's an ending that we really want. So say you're leaving one job and to go towards another job or start your own business, say, right? But there's still an energy of grieving for what you have lost. Because in that moment, right, you may not have the financial stability if you're going from like a corporate job to working for yourself. You're losing that financial stability or the benefits package. You're also losing the friendships that you have with the people that you work with. So it's almost this energy with the travel card here. I feel like you're having a hard time actually distancing yourself from this ending. Not that you don't want the ending, but it's kind of like, it's kind of like, I like the stability or something in the past, or a relationship, Four of Pentacles, really holding on to your money right now. I feel like there's a sense of really holding on to your money. Okay, so there's a need here for balance to be brought in to the time and energy that you get out of a certain situation and the amount of love that you receive. The Knight of Cups is not the King of Cups. So it's a little bit of this energy of kind of loving what you do, but not truly embracing it, right? Because the Knight is a junior king. And with the Seven of Pentacles, I think you're putting time and energy into it, but it's not the Eight of Pentacles where you're really consistently working on it. You're having a hard time balancing out your emotions about this and also the amount of money, effort, recognition that you're getting out of this. It's almost as if you're working on it, but not wholeheartedly. You're holding yourself back. I really feel like you're kind of holding yourself back. And perhaps it could be because you're focusing a lot on what you could be really anxious. You're focusing okay, let me put it this way. It's like you're not really taking a risk. You're not really putting yourself out there because you're afraid it's not going to work. And if it doesn't work, you don't want to be totally heartbroken or lose a lot of money investing in this business or whatever. And that is something to consider, Virgo, right? That is something to consider. but making sure that you're not making decisions based out of fear instead of based on what your heart truly desires. Because here is, your advice. Really interesting, because I think that Gemini may have had the same card here. The energy of you're holding the world. You have mastered something in the 3D world. So you could have made a lot of money, in a certain creative endeavor or something, right? Or you could have found a lot of success in a corporate job. But I feel like you've made a big change in your life, right? Or you're about to make a big change because you've mastered something. You see how she's holding the earth in her hands. She has it. She's earned it. It's hers. She's mastered, to me, this is like mastered the 3D world. Now what you're trying to do is go for the moon. You're trying to go from this world into a new world. To me, this is like the 5D, right? It's about balancing out the 3D and the 5D. And the energy here is about making decisions based on gratitude for what you already have, instead of what you may be afraid of losing. Capricorn had a very similar energy in their reading. So if you have Capricorn in your chart or you're dealing with a Capricorn, you may want to watch that video too. Yeah, it's all about, it's about taking the time to listen to your heart, to understand that you are moving in the right direction. You're moving from turbulent waters into calmer waters. But it's also about giving yourself a little compassion with the Page of Cups. Being compassionate with yourself, being gentle with yourself. I think you're being really critical, perhaps, of yourself. You could be second guessing yourself. Like, why did I quit that job to start this business? Maybe you're having a hard time focusing on this because your fears are kind of your anxiety about this decision. But you have not made the wrong decision at all. What's causing you the anxiety is that you don't know where it's going to go. So it's kind of like with the moon card, it's kind of like, well, I don't know where this is going to go. Maybe I don't really want to put a lot of time and energy and my love into this because I don't know if it's going to pay off. But it can't pay off if you don't put your time and energy and love into it. It's kind of like, you're just doing it halfway. If this is resonating for you, it's kind of like you have to have a little faith in the divine. You have to have faith in the universe. That when you're gentle with yourself and you're like, okay, Virgo, yes, you are anxious about this. This is a big step, okay? I brought this up in one of the other readings because they had the same energy, and it's kind of like, when Neil Armstrong went to the moon for the first time, I'm sure he was pretty nervous about it. I'm pretty sure everybody that worked at NASA was really nervous about it. I'm sure his family was really, and Buzz Aldrin and Mike Collins. There were a lot of people that were really nervous and anxious, not sure it was going to work, right? But they put their all into it. They put their all into it. They didn't hold back because they knew if they held back, okay, there was no way that they were going to land on the moon. And there was no way they were going to get home safely. And it's kind of that same energy. It's kind of like you have something big here. You're going for something big, and you may not even actually realize how big this is. But it's kind of like you have to put your all into it, Virgo. If you only go halfway, there is no way that this is going to work out the way that you want it to. But sweet results do await. The way to get there is to be really grateful for every little bit of success that you get, and of making decisions based on that and not based on fear. Because when we make decisions based on fear, they don't turn out for our best good. It's about getting back into your heart space, you know, giving yourself a little forgiveness if you have a rocky day or something. Perhaps not being too tough on yourself, you know. But then saying, okay, I got to get back to work. This is really important. And it is important. I can tell you it is important because I feel like the universe is almost, it's a little bit of tough love. Sorry about that, Virgo. It's a little bit of tough love. Okay, let's go back under this. They want me to show you all of this. Look, this is what you have coming your way. Well, your only job is to put all of yourself into this. Just say, okay, I'm going for it. It's all chips in. Am I willing? Oh my gosh. Virgo. You are on the edge of something great. Look, I'm not making this up. And you saw me shuffle. I shuffled right on camera. Can you feel it? Yes. There is risk, uncertainty, and imperfections ahead. Failure is certain and vulnerability is a requirement. You must be brave and trust yourself more than ever before. You will reach the dream, but you must stretch yourself into a whole new level of belief and willingness in order to move forward with courage. Oh my goodness, let me read the back. Be brave. Follow your heart's compass, not your fear. Your fear is your ego. Follow your heart's compass and lift the lid on your own dreams. Today's mantra, it's possible. It's possible. I'm going to put that up there because maybe you can, stop the video or whatever and take a moment to read that. There's a profound message here. And Virgo, I think it is so interesting that your zodiac sign showed up in every single other zodiac reading this week. I mean, I was just like, what? And not just like once, like multiple times. I feel like you're on this cusp of being able to reach a lot of people. Like, reach not just people in this world, but maybe in another world too. However that might relate to whatever, your creative endeavor is. My goodness, Virgo, really interesting. I would love to hear in the comments how this might resonate with you. I'd love to, well, you may not want to share your idea. You may have a really good idea. You may not want to share it. But I do feel like it's all chips in. All chips in. Do not hold yourself back. Do not. Do not. Okay, what do we have here? Close your eyes to open your heart. Oh my goodness. I'm actually, I was kind of like outlining a video I was going to make just about this. Close your eyes to open your heart. Because we had the new moon on July 28th. That's, today. And, the new moon is about setting intentions of what it is that we're trying to put out there into the world or to bring into ourselves. But sometimes, the new moon, it's dark. There is no moonlight on the night of a new moon. And so, you have the moon here, right? You have the moon showing up in your reading. It's the energy of, in that dark night, in that stillness, right? We can listen to our heart about what our heart is wanting us to create, to put out there for others. And in that moment, it's kind of like, I feel as if whatever it is that you are trying to bring in, all chips in. That's all I'm going to say. All chips in. All chips in. All right, Virgo, I'm going to leave it there. I do personal readings if you're interested. The link is in the description box below. And I really do wish you much love and light in this situation and all your situations. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.